I hate this truck.
Welcome back to another episode of My Legacy Garage. This one, it's a recovery effort. It's the Field of Dreams, C10 Dreams. There's 3 trucks here that we're gonna get. You know, most of them anyway. Either way, let's start getting them drug out of here and see what I bought, because it was dark when I looked at them. I'm not even really sure. Example A in today's poor decision making is this. I believe it's a 69 half-ton. What's left of it anyway. It has some pretty severe rot up here. This cab is pretty well smoked. So it looks like somebody started trying to fix it, but what I really want is this 12-bolt rear right here, because I need that for my truck. And I'm sure there's other usable stuff on here. We've also got a cab that the floor is absolute junk in. However, we don't really have any rust up here, and the rest of it looks pretty good. Even the core support up here, not the core support, the firewall is in pretty good shape. So minus the floors, this cab could be fixed and used. So, I'll take it. We've got, a couple doors. That's actually a square body cab right there. I might try and finagle that because it's in pretty decent shape, realistically. Even though it's been sitting on the ground here, it's not terrible. Could be salvaged. Even the floors aren't too bad, and it doesn't look like. Not sure what this stuff is off of. It looks like OBS Chevy to me. And then, of course, we've got this truck, which I know it doesn't seem like much, but this is a factory short bed frame. Bed's pretty well junk, but the frame is all here, and it looks to be pretty solid. Except for that one cab mount right there. But hey, I'll do something with it. I must have the steering linkages all tore off of it, because that wheel and that wheel do not match. That should make loading it interesting. And then last but not least, we've got a 69 C20 sitting back here. And it's got the 305 big V6 in it. Not sure what kind of condition the motor's in. It looks like somebody tried to save it anyway. Got it covered a little bit. I don't know. I guess we'll see when we get into it. I'm going to be honest, I'm not holding out a lot of hope for this thing to actually run. But the rest of the truck is pretty rough. Let's see. This is rotted out. The bed is not bad on this side. There's a fender. There's a fender. A gas tank, which is probably junk. Bed's got some rot in the floor. But the really bad part is they stuck a gas tank up in here to replace that back of the cab mounted one, and it done rotted the side of the bed out, which is a shame because the rest of the bed's not terrible. But the doors are shot. Got rot through the rockers, cab corners. There's not a lot of other stuff in here that's worth even talking about, but hey, I'll take whatever I can get. Got some hubcaps, those might be worth something. Yeah, the door doesn't close either. The cab otherwise not terrible. I didn't look up above the visors. What's that like? It's got a little bit just starting there. Huh. Alright, well, let's go get this stuff all loaded up, shall we? Well, there's one. It's on the trailer. There's a lot of just random pieces laying everywhere. But at least, you know, they don't have to mow around it, I guess. I was digging through some of this other stuff back here, and there's just parts to these things laying everywhere. I haven't even started on in the bed of this short bed one here, so I think we're going to take this load, go to the house, get it off, and then we'll come back, get this short bed and as much as the little loose stuff as we can. And then when we come back for reals, the last trip, hopefully, will be that 69 C20 back there. Wish me luck. It's going to be a long day. This one promises to be a lot more interesting as it's got a broken tie rod end, so the wheels are, you know. At least there's no cab and stuff on the front. Should be fairly light, right? Fun fact, all this junk also came with some good stuff, like 2 real good fenders. There's a basically new core support underneath there. All kind of sheet metal, like cab corners and whatnot. There's a good gauge cluster back there. There was another one. There's a bunch of patch panels in the back of the pickup already, so that's not so bad. Let's get this one home. Time to dig this one out. It's the most complete and also the heaviest. Front tires are off the beads. It's sunk in the ground. I'm not sure how long it's been here. Guy didn't know. It's probably been a while. I'm hoping that we can just drag it out of here, because otherwise this is gonna be not fun. Not fun at all. I also discovered something as I was kind of just looking around at how bad it's sunk in here. This is small back window. That means it's 67. It's definitely not what he told me. No titles. These are all just parts rigs, so not too concerned about it, but hey, that might come in handy someday. Either way, let's see if we can get it out of here. All right, showtime. All right, folks, this thing it's fighting hard. This wheel here, the tire turns on the wheel doesn't, but you know, I'll take that. I beat the other front one, got it to turn. The back ones are locked up tight. They ain't moving, period. Probably ever again, if I had to guess. But the good news is, I think we're making progress, and we're gonna try and get it up here. Whew! Why is this never easy?
I hate this truck.
The field of dreams has turned into the thing of nightmares. We did get it out of there. It took a little bit of doing till we finally got it straightened out and actually on the trailer, but it's there, so happy days. We're gonna strap her down and get out of here. Day 2 of the Chevy Trucks Parts Rescue Adventure, I guess. I don't know, but we got the cabs slipped over there. He set them on the trailer with a loader with forklifts on it for us, and that was much appreciated. That made life a lot easier. They're a little rougher than I thought now that they're, you know, out of the dirt. Is what it is. I mean, I took the square body cab mostly because one of the short beds that I have, the side of the cab is crinkled up on it, and I was like, well, I can just cut it out of this one and put it in that one, and then, you know, I don't have to trash a cab, except for when it's already trash. I guess the moral of the story is they're here, we're done. They're gonna stay on the trailer for now because I don't actually know how I'm gonna get them off of there, so that'll be another adventure, I guess. But I'm out of time for this weekend, and speaking of time, weather it's related to it, and in Maryland it changes so rapidly. Yesterday it was 63 degrees. It was so nice and warm and sunny, and we didn't have to wear coats or anything. Today I'm cold right now. It's like 35. It's supposed to snow today. All in one weekend, you know, tropics and snow. What can you say? It's Maryland. If you don't like the weather, wait a minute, it'll change. This cab looks like it's about the Bondo King over here. Thought it was solid, but I think it's just all Bondo. Probably the cab corners too, because they looked okay. I noticed it's pretty rusty right here too. I don't know how I didn't see that when I was looking at it. I was looking at this lip right here, because that tends to be what rusts out, but you know, that's fine. The rest of it's crap though. It's also got some going there, and then of course this is just a mess down here, and the floor. The square body cab, you know, the cowl and stuff, I've seen them where they rot out in here. They used to put like this rubber piece on here from the factory, and they would all rot out right there. I don't know what the condition of the cab on the short beds is, so I figured worst case scenario, you know, this one's rotted out, you know, the floor and stuff, that's all fixable. The rest of it though is in good shape. You know, the firewall's all good, and the cowl is good, the dash is good, the windshield frame is good. So there's a lot of good things about this cab. It's just got that rusty floor. I reckon that's going to about do it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you liked it, make sure you hit the like button. And if you didn't like it, hit that dislike button twice. You know, really let us know. And leave a comment. I read and respond to all of them, so let me know what you think. We are going to do a will it start on this one. I don't have high hopes since it's been, you know, sitting out exposed to the weather like that, but hey, you never know. It might start, it might run, and it's kind of a weird motor. It's not exactly a desirable motor, but it's something weird. I've never messed with one before, so that'll be fun. So if you want to see that and more of the crazy adventures we get into, make sure you subscribe, because that's how you know when we get into stuff, right? Get the little notification, and they're like, oh, look, he put a new video up. Oh, it's that truck. I wanted to see what happened with that. And then you can watch it. It's free, doesn't cost anything, helps us out. We really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.